If your car won't start or breaks down, you need to call roadside assistance or dial 911, and they'll send a tow truck. The tow truck will take your car to a service center. They'll fix it, and you'll happily be on your way again. So, I bought another set on Temu from a new, unknown brand. Basically, another alternative Lego-style set from China. The box is large, with around 600 pieces inside, 2 instruction booklets, and 2 major build stages. There are also some interesting parts included, such as printed headlights on transparent pieces. Maybe these parts were already used. In some other sets, they're just not very popular. I immediately replaced the stock tires from the set with alternative ones for my spare parts, simply because I like that look more. I also replaced the red and blue lights on the light bar with orange ones, and added a few more elements to the exposed roof pins. Since the set doesn't include any stickers, that would define this tow truck as a police tow truck. I'll admit, it looks better this way. My first impression of the set was mixed. At first, I thought it was a terrible and cheap knockoff. But as the build progressed, I realized that wasn't entirely true. The design of the model is actually pretty good. I really like it. The recognizable features are there, but the proportions seem slightly off to me. The model feels a bit too small for a tow truck based on a Ford F-450 Super Duty. Compared to regular pickup trucks, the F-450 immediately feels like a different class, taller, wider, and more massive. I think it would have been better to add 2 studs in width and a few more in length, so the proportions matched other Speed Champions scale cars. Still, it's impressive for an unknown Chinese brand. The part quality is average, and sometimes connecting pieces requires a bit of extra force. It's not Lego, and it's not power build, but the structure is still well thought out. The model feels solid. There's no fragility, no parts that look like they'll fall off from a light touch. I was especially pleased with the rear section. That's what really distinguishes a tow truck from a regular pickup bed. And I want to point out that the wrecker here is functional. The boom does require support when adjusting the height, but at least it has real detailing. There's a functional winch with a hook, functional wheel lifts and wheel clamps, safety cones, toolboxes, and the recognizable front end, and body lines that immediately identify it as a Ford F-Series truck. The front bumper looks massive and functional, as if it's built for real work. Towing, contact, heavy load. The grille is done neatly, without unnecessary fragmentation. And the black color makes the model look stylish, especially when combined with chrome details. And it makes utilitarian, simple, and straightforward working machine character. The kind of vehicle we see far more often in real life than exclusive hypercars or luxury cars. The Ford F-450 is no longer just a pickup in the traditional sense. It's the boundary between a civilian vehicle and commercial equipment. Even in its standard form, it already looks massive. But when tow equipment is mounted on its frame, the truck completely changes character. It becomes a tool, not a stylish accessory, not a weekend off-roader, but a working machine built to solve specific tasks. The base is usually the Ford F-450 Super Duty. Under the hood, it most often features a Power Stroke V8 turbo diesel engine, This engine is known for its torque, delivering massive pulling power at low RPMs. For a tow truck, that matters more than top speed. The vehicle doesn't need to accelerate quickly. It needs to confidently move under heavy load, pull a car out of a ditch, or tow a damaged SUV or van. Even with a loaded platform or a vehicle on the hook, the F-450 maintains stability and traction. At the core of every F-450 is a strong body-on-frame construction designed for serious loads. That's what allows various upfits to be installed: flatbeds, cranes, service bodies, and tow systems. In the case of a tow truck, this frame plays a key role because all the towing and lifting stress transfers directly to it. When a tow setup is installed, the truck takes on a completely different appearance. There are several main types of tow trucks based on the F-450. The first is the flatbed, a hydraulic tilting platform. The second is the wheel lift, where a vehicle is raised by the front or rear axle using a fork system. The third is a combined setup with a boom crane and winch. A flatbed tow truck is ideal for transporting severely damaged vehicles. The platform lowers and tilts. The car is pulled on with a winch, and then the platform returns to a horizontal position. It's a safe and versatile transport method. On the F-450, this configuration looks balanced because the frame length allows a full platform without disrupting proportions. The wheel lift version is more compact and maneuverable. It's often used in cities for quick response jobs. The truck pulls up, slides towing forks under the wheels, lifts one axle, and transports the vehicle on its remaining two wheels. It's faster, though not always suitable for heavily damaged cars. A tow truck is not just transportation, it's part of the infrastructure. A modern city is hard to imagine without it, and the F-450 in this role feels like a logical choice. Powerful enough, reliable enough, versatile enough. It's straightforward machinery built to solve problems, pull vehicles out of difficult situations, and keep traffic moving when something goes wrong. Write in the comments what you think about this set.